My ex is mad because I sent her a picture of me with another woman and my sister is supporting her. I don't know what to do or feel. So me and my ex were together for 6 months, but after about 4 months into our relationship she grew cold. Long story short, I found out that she was cheating on me with a co-worker. That really messed me up a bit since I got cheated on before. It turned into a screaming match and it ended up with me breaking up with her and her storming out of the apartment. I was devastated, but a few days after a breakup, she texted me again. I have to say I was happy at first, but then I looked at what she sent me and it was a photo of her, naked in bed with this other guy. I know it technically was after the breakup, but it still hurt. People say you can't fall out of love in a moment, but I just lost all of my feelings towards her after seeing that. I decided that she wasn't worth it and went to my favorite bar to cool off a bit. I pretty much go to that bar every free day I didn't spend with my ex or work, so I know all the staff very well and I'm friends with many of them. Well, today my favorite bartender, let's call her Sarah, 25F, was working, and we started talking and I got pretty drunk and told her about all my problems. After Sarah listened to all of it, she asked if she could see the photo my ex sent me and I showed it to her. Sarah got pretty mad about it, and even after I told her she doesn't have to worry about me, insisted that I should pay her back, so she took my phone and took a selfie with me while she kissed me on the cheek and sent it to my ex. I honestly didn't expect that, but I also didn't stop her, and I honestly had butterflies in my stomach when she did that. Since then my ex is bombarding me with texts about what in a hole I am and how I deserve to get cheated on since I obviously didn't love her. I honestly wouldn't care if it was just her, but my sister, 16F, says she agrees with her. What really hurts me. On the other side, Sarah say that I shouldn't worry and that she will always have my back. I don't know how to feel about all this. Also, English is not my native language, so feel free to correct my grammar or spelling. Comment. Why are you participating in these games? You get revenge by moving on and living your best life. Block the ex on all social media and all means of communication. So your ex is mad that you sent her a picture of a girl kissing you on the cheek. After she sent you a picture of her naked in bed with another man? And both pictures happened after you broke up? A few things. Sounds like you do not want to be with her anymore and that bridge is burned. It is no longer her business if you get kissed on the cheek, or anywhere else for that matter, but don't allow her to continue hurting you. She has no right to be mad because 1, you are broke up and a free man, and 2, what she did was worse. So block her and move on. Don't keep reading her angry texts, don't respond, don't give her any more of your attention or time. Does your sister know what your ex did, the cheating, and the recent photo? Or does she only know about your picture? I would clarify with your sister that she hurt you deeply, she cheated on you, and she sent a photo of her naked and in bed with another man before you sent a picture of your cheek being kissed. If she is still on your ex's side after talking about this, then I'm sorry, she isn't a very good sister. That sucks, but just go low contact for now and hopefully it'll blow over / she'll come around. Next story 2. Who was ex-boyfriend selfish or was I selfish? After 2 years of the same unchanged behavior, I have decided to end it. The relationship between my boyfriend 33M and me 30 started off really well. We went on dates, hung out and attended concerts together. We moved in together with my daughter, 7, who is not his child. He was very supportive when it came to my daughter, kind of, and I was also supportive when it came to him seeing his other children, 6 and 6, providing my car so that he could drive 2 hours away to attend his son's sports games, and volunteering my time for his own daughter with behavior issues. Our relationship became extremely difficult when I asked him to put a dollhouse together for my daughter and he told me no. I was hurt because every Sunday he was driving my car to see his son but couldn't put my daughter's dollhouse together. After this, I didn't allow him to use my car for things I told him he needed to figure it out. At this time, I found out I was pregnant with our son and I decided to keep him because I was told by a medical professional I could not have children, so of course I viewed my son like a miracle. We stayed together but had many breakups and make up for things back then I viewed as small and today I realize were signs that he wasn't the right guy for me. Once he told me that I would be with my son's mother if she didn't leave so far away. This created mistrust between us, but yet I still stayed because I believed he loved me like I loved him. In April of 2022, while I was on vacation with my daughter, he decided to sit down and have dinner with his son's mother F36, and his son while driving my car. I was upset by this and we broke up. He decided to tell his son's mother about our relationship issues and the issue I had with him having dinner with her, after telling me he would be with her. His son's mother at this point viewed me as problem and wouldn't allow me to come around their son. Although, her boyfriend at this time was also upset by their actions. My boyfriend and I decided to try again with our relationship, but the disrespect from his son's mother would continue towards me and my child. Every single sports game I was supposed to attend she would decide at the last minute I could not go, so I would tell him he would have to find a different way because I wouldn't be left without a car while he was 2 hours away. In January of 2023, he decided to buy a PlayStation for his son's birthday before paying our $800.00 electric bill, and I was upset about this. At this time I sparked up a conversation with an old flame via text and he found out about it. I was remorseful and apologized, and it wasn't right. We continued our relationship. In February of 2023, while I was on a girls' trip, he used my car to drive to his son's birthday party. Upon my return I went through his phone and read what his son's mother was saying about me and my kids, speaking disrespectfully about us because he was upset they left the PlayStation inside the party invite. After this, I made the decision to completely remove myself from the situation and not let him use the car for anything involving his son's mother because I didn't want her to destroy my stuff and he needed to find another way. He continued to blame me for not being able to see his son and that it was my responsibility because I was his GF and I have a car and he was now paying the car note. In May of 2023, he texted me asking about using the car to attend his son's sports events. I asked what has changed and what will be different. He had no answer. I stood firm on my boundary with my peace and my vehicle. June of 2023, we then revisited the conversation of using my car again for his son's graduation. I asked why I could not attend and her boyfriend had on stepdaddy's shirt for his birthday. He said she invited his mother and only 4 people could go and I was not invited because I am not his family. I let him know again since nothing has changed he will need to find a new way. He reached out to his friends and when those plans flew through he asked me at the last minute if he could use my car. I told him no, he could not, but I would get him a rental car and all he had to do was find my credit card to pay for it, and I went to bed. The morning of the event I woke up and asked what the plan was. He told me it was all my fault and that he wasn't going to look for the card and had no idea where to search for it. He just chalked it up to he wasn't going. I'm curious to know if I am wrong not to let him use my car because he only started making the car payment. After all, I told him he couldn't use it anymore. Also, I'm curious on you would handle this situation. Comment. Too many games here. You need a clean break. Relationships shouldn't be this hard. A relationship shouldn't be a continuous power game. You've suffered enough and yet still phrase the title the way you did. You need help or you'll teach your kids that this is the way. Next story 3. My girlfriend cheated on me while at a summer program over Snapchat and possibly in person. My girlfriend and I have been dating for 9 months but have been friends for over 2 years. 2 weeks ago my girlfriend went to a summer program for 4 weeks that I was already a little nervous about because it was the longest we've ever been apart and obviously I knew there would be a lot of other guys there. We had a couple conversations after some guys asked for her snap in which she told them no. So as a whole it was a successful trip. However, 2 weeks after she got back, I received a DM on Instagram from a brand new account claiming that my girlfriend by name had cheated on me while she was at this program. When I confronted her about this, she denied all of it and said it wasn't true and perhaps it was somebody messing with me because she had denied giving her snaps to a few guys who might be upset over that. So I did a little digging and found out the kid. She claimed it was to be messing with me, had created the account and assumed it was all fake and he was just trying to get under my skin. However, when I asked for proof just for peace of mind, he sent screenshots the next morning with clear proof of my girlfriend cheating, and though it was only over text, it was sexting but no nude pictures. After I confront her about this, she came out and admitted to all of it, saying that it was a mistake and that she regretted doing it so much and she just hasn't been able to tell me, but she's blocked him since then. And when I asked her if anything in person happened, she denied and said it wasn't true, but when I messaged the account, they told me the opposite and claimed he had heard my girlfriend and the guy had made out at some point in time. After a lengthy phone call conversation talking about this with lots of tears and anger and a lot of her telling me how sorry she was and how she regrets it and she'll do anything to get my trust back. We ended the call and I started to write this. I'm wondering if it's even worth my time to try and save our relationship, in which she seems very intent on trying to save, or if I should just give up and move on. Comment. Nah, you're both 18. If this happens now, leave. Why spend any longer of your life with someone you will doubt or have trust issues with? Move on, love and learn. This is probably your blessing in disguise. You mean XGF? You'll never get the whole truth. Ever. But it doesn't matter. She cheated, you dumped her. Never go back either.